We are back. We're back like we never left. Welcome back to Arsenal Presents. I'm here with Arsenal Unfiltered, my resident analyst. How are you doing today?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. For the love of Arsenal.
And
I'm
for the
always
love
good.
of Arsenal. For the love of Arsenal. Guys, if you're just
Yes.
getting in, make sure you like the video. Extremely important. Then let me put it on the screen so you can understand what I'm talking about. Like the video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Woo! Busy Friday for Arsenal.
Arsenal. Arsenal.
Because
Arsenal.
we had a few players no undergoing their medicals today. Rice, Timber. Uh, what do you think about that? Excited?
Um, you see, the word excited does not really fit into the way I feel. I'm overexcited. Like, and I'm proud. For the first time in many years, I feel very extremely. The reason is the fastness, how quick
I'm
we've
proactive.
responded. Yes, just pop, 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 pop. Now we are just like, okay, take your shots. I'm waiting. This is
You're getting very arrogant.
no,
You're
no, no,
getting
no,
very
no, 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 no,
arrogant.
no, 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 no. The
Ah,
thing is, we have the money, we've signed the players we think we needed to, and then we are waiting for the ones we can just take opportunity of. And that is
okay.
a sign of a good club, a well managed club. You know what you're looking for in your summer window. Maybe 5 players is their target or 6, but then you go for the key ones and then come back, relax, try and lay out those who you want them to leave. Maybe 3 or 4. After 4 leaves, then you go after the next 2 because you've made some few cash, and then the fringe ones, loan here, there, there. Then you get your season, and before you start your preseason, you are set. At least the key areas you are set to go.
Okay.
And
That sounds great.
yeah, and that is why I'm proud. That is why I'm proud. I feel very proud, because the question, I'll throw back a question to you and our listeners. When was the last time? When was the last time a
It's
priest,
been a while. It's been a while. It's been a
yes,
while.
where you go like, I'm cool with the team. Even if you're going to the season with this, we can manage
Sure.
till January. When was the last time you felt like that?
It's been like I said, it's been a long while. I like the proactiveness of the recent regime of Edu and Arteta. Wow, actually pioneering this proactiveness. Let's get our business done as quick as possible. Prepare them, let them blend with their new teammates and forge ahead so that we can be well armed in our Arsenal into the new English Premiership season and all those domestic cups that comes attached with it and the European Cup. So I'm excited. So let's talk about the signing Manchester United made by signing our medic. Since they couldn't sign a striker from Arsenal, said sign our medic. What do you think about that?
Um, I saw your video. I saw your take on it, and the truth is, I actually supported what you were saying. When it comes to medics, they will move. They move clubs. I remember under Arsene Wenger, um, we had one. There were 2 brothers, and one was just juggling the 2 with the England national team and Arsenal. And finally, he left. But for United getting our doctor Gary,
Yeah.
it means we are doing a good. We are an attraction to other clubs
Okay.
now.
So let's say some greetings to Efosa Edun. Shout out to you for coming through again tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Second,
you for
se-
actually being what do you say?
yeah, you finish with him.
As a shout out to Efosa Edun for actually joining us on the stream. Make sure you take a like on the video. Extremely important for the stream so that more people can see the stream. So do us a favor, Efosa. Shout out to you.
So my point is, he's replaceable.
Sure, definitely.
The state or the route or the way that we are going now, yeah. If someone leaves, we will get a better replacement. That is my feeling.
That sounds great. Aside from him, our doctor leaving 2 days ago, our assistant manager actually left.
Okay.
Yeah, our assistant manager actually left, and we don't know what Arteta is going to bring in. We're hearing some rumors that maybe Cazorla might come back to the club. We don't know yet. So let's see who Arteta will bring in to replace one of his assistants that actually left the club by quote unquote mutual consent. And when you hear mutual consent, sometimes he might not be as mutual as it seems. So we don't know why he left.
Which of the assistant? The one
let me
that
check the name real quick. Let me check
the one that always on the touchline with him, or
all the assistants are actually important to Arteta. He loves
equally. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't for an assistant leaving in a certain position. I think last season he did. Whoever left, who I don't know the name, so let me just say we thank him for his
service.
For his service. Thank you for pushing us to this level, and I hope the club finds a suitable replacement. That
we have to find a replacement for him, unless Arteta thinks we don't need one. So yeah, his name is Steve Round. Steve Round left.
My namesake.
Yeah, Steve Round left.
My brother, thanks for your service. But
I'll keep you moving.
Yes, a better, hopefully a better replacement.
So more links to in and out. We have a few links of Lavia. That Lavia thing, like I said, I don't actually trust it that much because I don't think Lavia will be a sufficient player to replace the like of Partey. If actually I decide to move on Partey, does he have the experience? My argument is that someone looking good at Southampton doesn't necessarily mean he look good at Arsenal. Two different pressures, two different expectations. So the expectation at Southampton is not same at Arsenal. So because a player is looking extremely attractive at Southampton, we shouldn't start value for those players. E.g., we saw Bissouma look great at Brighton. We saw how terrible and awful he looks at Spurs. We saw Cucurella look extremely good at Brighton. We are seeing how poor is at Chelsea. So when people are waxing lyrical about this Lavia guy, is 19, let's worship him, let's praise the Lord. Calm down. Can we calm down? You are getting overly excited.
I think the reason why people are a bit excited is not because of his not only for his performances, but it is also the age. You understand? If you look at it, you can cite a lot of players who have gone to other clubs with huge potentials and they failed. Drinkwater. The season they won the league, he was one of the best players. He went to Chelsea, he flopped both. Good. But with Lavia is because of his age and the time. When people look at the time, he has to actually, he has the room to improve. You understand? So we can actually give him time, and that is what I'm saying. I would actually prefer.
I agree with you there.
No, hold on. I actually prefer we still keep Partey and sign him, so that there wouldn't be that much of a pressure on him. You understand? Because if
I'm not understanding that.
Okay, if we keep Partey, he will get game time, but he will not get that much game time. But we know because of his age, we know there's a player in there. He will use the next year to learn how to manage Premiership games and Champions League game. If we keep the standard we are, it means we are going to qualify for the Champions League. again. So with
Yeah,
that,
I see what you're looking at, but I'm sorry. If
we,
you bring in Lavia, even though we have Partey, I keep on the bench, there's chances he becomes very rusty. We saw it. We saw it last season. Even though people are going to hop on Fabio Vieira for being poor, he came in very cold because he didn't have games he was playing. See, you have to be very careful not to get a bloated squad.
Mhm,
There has to be a balance. You can't say because you
mhm.
want a rich squad now over invest and bring in too many players and it will affect squad harmony. So there has to be a fine balance. So I understand your
But
opinion, but I'm sticking to mine. I don't think Lavia is our quality. I don't think we should buy in.
currently, with the
Yeah,
holding role midfield position, we have Partey, Jorginho,
Jorginho,
um,
Declan can play there.
Rice,
Elneny can play there.
Neni. But
Yeah,
if you ask me now, I'll let if I have to keep between Partey and Neni, I'll keep Partey. Let Neni go, and then use Lavia as the quote unquote the fourth choice, but give him the experience. You understand? So if let's say we have Rice, Jorginho, and Lavia is on the bench, I'm not worried, especially in the Premiership game.
no,
You understand?
I understand what you're saying. I don't want Lavia. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you why. Let's say we are playing against Man City or Manchester United, and we have an injury. Bringing on Lavia doesn't fill me confidence. I'm sorry, I don't see the confidence going to give me that. Arteta is bringing on Lavia against a Man City or a Manchester United. No,
So
I
Lavia
want
and
an
Enelni,
experienced.
if we have to bring one of them on, which one will fill you with confidence?
Who
Neni and Lavia.
against Manchester City? I'm bringing in
Yeah.
El Neni.
Okay.
Do you know why?
That-
Now, there's something. First, I'll respond to your chat very soon.
Questions and yeah, very
Yeah.
soon.
If you there were 2 seasons ago, there was a match where we played against Manchester United away at Old Trafford. And we needed to be a bit defensive. And we brought in El Neni and it helped us to see out the game. Now, El Neni is not the best creative passer. I agree with you. But in terms of uh, managing the real estate, like which is the pitch, tackling, and athleticism, El Neni gives us abundance of that. Now, Lavia is good at Southampton's level. There is no guarantee that we are playing Man City tomorrow or a Chelsea and it's 1-1, the match is on a knife edge, tempers are flaring. I'm going to bring in a kid as a defensive midfielder. I'm not taking that. I'm sorry. I am not. I'm not taking that. That's too risky.
I would take it for the reason that when it comes to pressure, he has
Yeah.
played in a team that has throughout the whole season. They've been
And they
at
got
that.
relegated. And they
No,
got
they got
relegated.
relegated. I get it. But
So,
he has played under that pressure. If that is not much pressure, then tell me what pressure is. But
see,
in those moments, hold on. In those moments, he has proved that as young as he is, he can handle pressure. I know.
and they get relegated. I'm not sorry. I'm not
No,
understanding you. You can handle
but
pressure
if
and
you
go
use the
relegated.
word relegated,
Yeah, which
it
is
comes
true. It's
no,
factual.
it's true, but it comes back to our current keeper. We signed a keeper who was in the team twice that got relegated, but it still doesn't change the fact that
That's not an outfit play. See,
no, there's
see
a
that
potential.
analogy
I'm
is
talking
flawed.
about no.
That
Hold
analogy is
on. I'm talking
flawed.
about the potential. I'm talking about the potential. There is a potential in there. He has proven in a 38 games in a team, and look at the team he has played in and the team he will be playing in. That is what you have to look at. So
And I'm
potential.
saying, and I've given you
Listen,
examples, and I'm giving you
age wise,
examples.
okay. Age wise, let me finish. Age wise, you can question. Potential wise, he can do a job. I've seen a player in there that can do a job.
Yes, I agree with you. He can do a job, not for Arsenal. He can do a job.
No, you
but
see,
he can
okay.
a
Do you
job,
agree
not
with
for Arsenal.
do you agree with this analogy that great players around you improves your game?
Yes, not all players. Not all players. Not all players.
Not all play. I get it. That's why you said his level, and I'm saying that. So until he's put in that position, you cannot judge. That is my.
You can judge.
You cannot hold on, because we can use the same analogy for Martinelli and Nketiah, but Saka. But when they were in the
when Arsenal
hold on.
were actually bad, it was Martinelli and Nketiah and Smith Rowe that pushed us up. So your analogy, your example you just stated here is flawed too.
No, it's not. It's not.
Flawed.
It's not. What I'm saying is,
it's flawed. Before I answer,
did you know? No. Did you
if
know?
it was that great? If
Hold
it
on,
was
hold on,
that
hold on.
great, you would have made it a Man City. You would have made a Man City. Let's not use sympathy.
No.
For this play. No.
If
it was that great, stay at Man City and make it.
If we are using that analogy, then De Bruyne should not be the De Bruyne he is now. Because if he was that great, he should have made it. Him and Salah would have made it in Chelsea.
But they went somewhere else and made it, right?
He went to a different league. He went to a different league, made his name. They brought him back. A lot of question marks. Don't forget, when Salah came, De Bruyne came, there were a lot of question marks around them because of their past experience. But they've proven us wrong.
There's context to those experiences. That was the time Mourinho and Chelsea had a lot of players to pick from. Now, let's not twist it.
But he has they had the potential.
They sell those players because they're not good enough. They sell those players because those players wanted to play. Now,
and
Lavia,
but they had the potential.
Lavia, for me, I could be wrong in the future. For now, is not.
Put yourself in that position.
If you want to compete with Manchester City, I'm sorry, I don't want to have Lavia on my bench. I don't want to have him on my bench. I want a more seasoned, experienced campaigner. We've done this with young players too much. Arsenal fans need to move away from this idea of young players all the time. No. I love young players, but
it is not based on
the young players.
It is not based on the young player thing. What I've seen, I'm telling you, potential-wise, there is a player in there. The question is, and I know the way Arteta has proven, you can mention Lokonga, you can mention other names, but players are different. They are different human beings. Their characters are different. So maybe he would even come in and outshine most of the players. Or, like you're saying, it might not work. But what I'm trying to say is, if you have to keep, to me, if we are still going after him or sign him, I'll still keep Partey, just to give him the experience and learn from him, Jorginho, and then Rice. If Partey leaves, Rice leaves. Jorginho leaves. At least we have him. Rice. No, we have Rice. We have him, and then we can sign another experience. That time there might be another good opportunity to sign.
Let's just
a Fofana for you. And maybe we sign a Fofana for you, and then we sign a Fofana. I know you're a lover of Fofana.
Let's answer it, Fosa. I think Bissouma is because of Conte's tactics. I don't like Conte in a competitive league. It's easy to say Conte's tactics, right? I don't think Bissouma is who a lot of people are projecting on him. He's a decent player at best. There's something like, how do I prove it? There's some things that statistics cannot prove, right? And there's some things you need to have watched a lot of quality players to understand certain things. This is not me actually trying to question the intelligence of anybody, because I respect all opinions and can differ.
Yeah.
Watching Bissouma, even when Arsenal fans were shouting we should sign him at that cup price that time, he's a good tackler, which is fine. Meaning he will work in certain system. Arteta, Man City, they want people that can tackle, but when they recover the ball, they know what to do with it. E.g. Rodri. Rodri is a fantastic tackler, but he knows how to maneuver the ball. Now, compare Rodri to Casemiro. Casemiro is a good tackler, but what does he do with the ball? Partey is a good tackler. When he recovers the ball, he knows what to do with the ball. So Bissouma, in a Burnley or in a Brighton, where the aim is not to win the league, right? The aim is to stay.
The pressure is different.
It's different. He can look great there. But when you now go to where you need to be 8/10 every weekend, I call it Ghanaians to say the pressure.
The pressure. My brother pressure. Hey, Charlie, easy. No, I get it, but I also think, I always go about tactics here. I always think that certain players don't fit certain coaches. You understand? And when you go through history, it tells you there are certain players, they went to other clubs, it didn't work just because of the formation and how the coach wants their team to play.
When I talk about sorry to interrupt you. When I talk about Bissouma, I did talk about formation deliberately because I knew you're going to come with that. It's not about formation. Bissouma will, if you go back to Brighton, let me give you an example. Zaha, right? Before he moved to Manchester United, everybody was saying Zaha should move to a bigger club. He will flourish.
I think he made the wrong mistake. He
went to Manchester United and he found out, oh shit, this is too much for me. And went back to Crystal Palace and was shining again. Unfortunately, some players are not cut out for the pressure. They're not cut out for the higher stake. They only flourish in small pond. When you take them to the ocean, they're overwhelmed. Trust me, they're overwhelmed.
I want to agree, but there's something in there. When somebody like Wilfred, he shouldn't have come to United. He should have come to Arsenal because of the way we played then. We played a different type of football to United, although United were the ones dominating them. I get it. So that is why I went with the tactics and the environment all plays a part. You understand? At Brighton, I know it's a different level to Tottenham. I get it. There are different levels. So the pressure is different. But there is a certain player in there. If, let's say, it was a coach that plays that type of tactics from Brighton, the same at let's say Tottenham, he would have come good. That I know for sure. I'll give you an example.
Okay. And I'll counter your point very soon.
Naby, yeah. Naby. For us not to go on too long. Naby from Liverpool.
Keita, Naby Keita.
Yeah, Keita, good. Naby Keita. If you watch the way he played, at
RB Leipzig.
Leipzig, yeah. And the way he played at Liverpool, he flopped at Liverpool.
Sure.
He didn't even 50% of his potential. What I saw, that is my opinion. What I saw, just because, yes, you always say that was his level. Yeah, that was his level. But I still see a player in there. Had he gone to let's say a Pep team,
they won't make it. So I disagree with you. He won't make it.
The way he plays, I watched him. The way he played, even if he had come to let's say Arsenal, he was playing as a defensive midfielder. Where he breaks play. He was playing like the Kante of
Germany. You guys would like to conflict this thing. The performances and
his position was changed because the coach Klopp felt he could do that kind of job.
But I was playing. Klopp played three hard workers in the midfield. See, if you look at Klopp formation, he played three defensive midfielders. All of them are hard workers. They're not good passers. Wijnaldum, Henderson, Fabinho. Liverpool never play creative midfielders. They create from the wings. So it probably not changing.
Exactly. So he went into the wrong environment.
No, he's not just good for the league. Can we tell the truth sometimes? He's not just good. Now, the former example you gave to me that the coaches, if you play the same coach, Pulisic played for Tuchel at Dortmund, right? Mm-hmm. Pulisic played for Tuchel at Chelsea, and he still flopped. The same manager. What's going on with the denominator? Pulisic is not just good enough.
Which coach did we play against during? It was Lampard. Under Lampard, he was playing really well though.
He was.
No, did you watch the FA Cup final against us? If he didn't get in, they would have won that game.
one good game
No,
after 15
no.
bad
During
games.
during that particular when the 6 months of Lampard, or the first 1 year of Lampard or whatever, he played very well. The problem with that player is he's an injury prone player.
That means it's not good enough too. For me, availability is the best ability.
That one I cannot argue. But
So let's answer Efosa's Edu's question. Do you think Modric will have done better at Arsenal? To be objective, let's take away the banter and the tribalism. I think so.
yes,
I
me
think so
too.
because
Me
the way
too,
we
yeah.
play will have suited Modric. And we have
Me
creative players that will open the pitch for Modric
Yeah.
to run into space. Now at Chelsea, they are not quick transition teams that pass the ball quickly. They don't have creativity. Now there's this nonsense their fans are pushing that Enzo is a creative player. He's a decent passer of the ball. He's not a fantastic passer of the ball. Now, this is when I agree with you that a player can go to a wrong team.
Yeah, that is all my point. That is all my point.
But not for all players. That's not for all players. Some players just find their level.
I was okay if like we signed Basuma or not, but
No,
I
I
think
won't take him. You won't have.
no, but hold on. My point is I was okay because I can see what Arteta can do for him. You understand?
But to counter that point,
with his experience. No, with his experience, with his experience in the Premiership already at Brighton. You understand what I mean? Because when people say, "Oh, but we had Lokonga is coming from a different league," and history always tells us that most players that come from a different league, they struggle for the first year.
So you are saying there are no players that went from one Premiership team to another Premiership team?
No, but I'm talking about the percentage. I'm talking about the percentage.
Okay, most of them don't struggle. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. I'm saying like Drinkwater,
Torres from Liverpool,
Torres.
Chelsea.
There are so many evidence, but
remember Arsenal, Francis Jeffers.
Yes, I remember all that. But what I'm saying is, the vast majority that comes in the league, it's like a surprise to them, and it takes some more months to understand the league, or some never. So
that's fair.
So, I think our argument is fair on both sides. You know, we are just hindsight, and hindsight is always a beautiful thing. Like you say,
it's a luxury most of us can take.
Yeah. So let's move on to.
I still remain resolute on it. I will not take Lavia, even though for 20 million pounds I won't take him. If you want to take him, I respect your opinion.
I will take him. I'll take him. But the fee they are mentioning too is they're asking for is just.
Is what? Pay is that great? Pay. So, are you excited?
That's a very good question. Yeah, I remember when.
That is not a rhetorical question. Are you excited?
Yes, I am. Okay. I'm really excited because we exceeded expectation last season. We exceeded expectation, and people who hide behind, "Oh, you bottled it, you've done this." They are happy because we exceeded their expectation. Nobody, absolutely nobody, put us in the hand for a title last season.
Not for a title race.
Nobody.
I agree with you on that one.
Yes, you might have the feeling we can push for top 4 and maybe third or fourth.
Or fourth. Yeah.
Nobody expected us to go and then finally our true colors show. Because
our true colors showed.
No, so because we did not have enough on the bench. Jesus in an interview in Brazil even said that losing Saliba was key. And there are stats there to show your beloved Holding couldn't hold
anything. he can't hold it together.
He could not hold anything.
Hold it together. He can't hold
it together. And he was the most experienced player. So yes, you can laugh at us. We messed it up, and I always say the game against what do you call it? Southampton, no,
Liverpool.
Liverpool, West Ham. It was the me. I gave up with the West Ham one because I knew the moment we drew at West Ham, there was something.
That was pathetic.
Yes. You know, Liverpool won. I was a bit disappointed, but I was like, it's Liverpool. You understand? It's Liverpool. But if you watch the game, the entire game, you could see they were there for the taking.
Exactly.
Especially when we scored the second goal. You know? Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes it happens.
Sure.
It has happened to us before, unless you started up following Arsenal yesterday. You know?
So yes. Is it fair if I say you bottled it?
Yeah, you can choose the word bottle, but
no. I'm asking a direct question. Don't pivot. Is it fair to say you bottled it?
I bottled it.
The team Arsenal bottled it.
What do you mean by bottle?
What do you mean? Don't you mean of bottle?
What do you mean by bottle?
You imploded when the pressure was on.
This one?
No, you imploded when the pressure was on. Is it fair to say that? You self-sabotaged when there was pressure?
Yes, because of lack of experience.
From who? The players or Arteta?
Both.
So should Arteta be sacked?
Because I'll tell you this. With the Liverpool game, every plan we had to win the game was on till we started folding.
So why did you fold? Why did you fold?
Because it was a different I don't want to put it on holding, but you see, in a football game,
yeah, listening.
We played football before. Sure. When area football, let's take it area football, you are going to play. You always have one or two key players in every position: one defender, one midfielder, and one striker. If they are in your team, you when you know you can handle your side, but you feel extremely comfortable
and confident.
Yes, this other guy is playing. The moment that guy says, "Oh, I cannot, I have an injury, I'm coming off," you lose a bit of steam. You understand?
Like 10 to 20%.
Thank you. And with Saliba, we all saw his impact. You understand? So yes, we did, but it was because we did not have adequate replacement.
So in summary, you bottled it.
We lost again.
You're a politician. You're a politician.
We lost again. Which everybody does, so it's okay.
So that's fair. Like if the opposition fans want to go with the vocabulary of bottling, fair game.
Yeah.
We should have done better. We should have had more in our reserve. Unfortunately, we didn't have. It is what it is. I'm excited for this coming season. I'm very excited to see what we're going to do. So it's looking great. No, the wrong slide. I'm in the wrong slide. So let's do rival watch. So it's looking like Manchester United, after taking our doctor, they are trying to beef up themselves. I think we're going to play them in America. Yeah, we're playing them in our third preseason match. So are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hate losing to this lot, but
me too.
Truth be told, like I always say, we were second, about 10 to 15 points ahead of them. Yeah. It's a new season. We are starting afresh, so we have to take a critical look at what they are also doing.
Exactly.
That will also fill us with a bit of hope. You understand? And they are in the market. They are trying to sign some key players they think they need because they've already messed up their keeper, the almighty David.
The
man with the jelly hands.
So, but there's something that I actually contradicts the people that like to use stats. Now, on the surface, being academic with it,
Yeah.
David De Gea should be the best goalkeeper because he won the Golden Glove with 14 clean sheets. How come
Yeah.
people want him out? Because statistics merchant will tell you, oh, he won the Golden Glove. He's the best goalkeeper
Yeah.
in the league. But how come?
But actually, he wasn't the best goalkeeper.
Exactly.
Yeah. He wasn't, yeah.
Exactly.
I get that. The last time you mentioned it, I thought about it. I was like, it makes sense because you cannot always use stats.
Yeah, you can't.
It doesn't really help. For me, somebody like De Gea, he hasn't been good throughout last season. He has been okay,
In some
good
games.
in some games, but key games non-existent. But they are looking at Onana and Holland,
Yeah.
and again, it comes back to the argument we're having. He's just those guys are okay. Apart from Onana, the Holland guy is young, and his first season was in Italy. I'll say like breakthrough season. That is his breakthrough season.
So how many goals did he score?
10
goals. 10 goals in the Italian Serie A. You think is worthy of 60 million euros?
No, with the price, no, I wouldn't pay. But you always say, I'm going with what you always say.
I'm not done. Yeah, okay. Since you know what I'm going to say, complete it for me.
You always say when United comes.
Yeah, United tax. United tax. Obviously, United tax. So they have to pay it. Even though I don't think it's miles better than Balogun. I think it's a bit better than Balogun, but it's not miles better than Balogun, in my opinion.
I have a question for you, yeah?
I'm listening.
And our listeners, yeah? Do you think Ten Hag will change his tactics? Because last season, I couldn't tell which kind of formation he's playing. You can name a formation, but the style of football.
I appreciate what you just said because Man U fans will come and tell you how Ten Hag has changed football, how Ten Hag is the alpha and omega, is the messiah. Absolute nonsense. Ten Hag is a pragmatic manager that adapts to game by game management. He didn't have any blueprint. Well, just adapting
That is the
based
question.
on the games. So all this nonsense of Ten Hag plays attacking football, bollocks, because at Old Trafford and at Emirates, he played counter-attacking football.
Yeah. And hope to get a corner and take opportunity of it. It's like so you are trying to tell me he's like a
he's a glorified Mourinho.
He's like a Shondai type of coach.
That would be too much. I think he's a glorified Mourinho.
Okay.
It's a glorified Mourinho. He doesn't have any clear
But what about those people who always say, look at this Ajax team? There is a play in there.
Okay, that argument is kind of very funny, right? Even Arteta, not let's take it Arteta. Most decent managers will go to Ajax and win because they are the best in their league. It's like saying a coach from Celtic is a top European coach. No, if you are the coach of Celtic, you have the best players in the league. You are the top team in the league. Definitely by default, you should win. If you don't win, you should be sacked.
What you just said reminds me. You remember? Is it Frank de Boer? He was the coach. He dominated the Holland league.
That league.
And then he came to Crystal Palace and he put
flop
again for his life. You know
exactly. So if you are a coach of Ajax, which have the best players in relative terms in that league, or you are the coach of Celtic, who are the best players in relative terms in that league, we can't gauge you until you go and coach teams like AC Milan or go to the English Championship and coach, because you cannot be judged based on the fact that you are coaching the apex team in that country. You can't judge it by that. We cannot judge it by that. So let's answer this question by Efosa Edu. I saw his games at Ajax. He was really attacking, but he had to adapt to Man United team to an extent. Would you say that's a factor? Let's answer that question before I answer it, if you don't mind.
Actually, you actually answered the question before the question came. The thing is, you see, and this is not me downgrading the Netherlands.
Eredivisie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is me downgrading it. But Ajax is a very top team. It's like the Man City currently there.
Yeah.
So any coach that goes there has practically the best players
Exactly.
disposal. Yeah. Let me reference something. Steven Gerrard went to Celtic. Went to Rangers. Yeah.
And won.
And won. And everybody was like, he's the next big thing.
Exactly.
Yeah? And he came even
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa with all the cash, with where he can sign good players.
Exactly.
But he cut it. You
Sure.
understand? So, yes, looking at Ajax, he has time. He has time to actually get the best out of the players he would sign. You understand? Because
Sure.
maybe the league, he's leading the league with 6, 7, 8 points. You can actually try other formations. If it doesn't work, you go to your old, win a couple of games, and at the end of the season, you are the champion.
Exactly. And aside from that, you have the best players to yourself in that league.
Exactly.
He has the best players. So we're not saying Ten Hag is a bad manager,
No.
but the hype
Yeah.
is all smoke. He is not as good as a lot of people are projecting him to be. He's not.
He has proven that he can find a way to keep them in a game, or
Very
no,
pragmatic.
to keep them winning games. He has found a way. But the question now is, it was his first season, yeah, and he look at the games where he tried to show that this is the United he wants to have. They got smacked.
Exactly.
And the time they played Liverpool, 99.9% of supporters, it doesn't matter whether you were a Man U fan, Liverpool was poor form. They could not win for their lives. And United was a team, because they were making all this noise. And they got smart just because he wanted to show he could play. So
as I said, he's a very pragmatic manager. He adapts to the opponent. See, you've noticed when he plays Arsenal, Manchester City, he's playing counter-attacking football.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can't tell me he's this elaborate, this fantastic manager, yet when it comes to the top table to dine with the big boys, he's retreating back. No. We're not going to rate you. Now, Manchester United fans can rate him because we are being tribalistic to our clubs, fine. But objectively, let's take away the tribalism.
Yeah.
Let's be objective. He's not.
Okay. My question to you is, if you look at the pictures on the screen, you can see the Ferdinand and Kolo-Toure, I think.
Yeah.
That game they robbed us.
So before we go that way, can we answer this question from Efosa Edu, if you don't mind?
Okay.
But people will still say they had a good Champions League run. One semi-final and topping the group in the Champions League against Dortmund. Shout out to you, Efosa Edu. Now, when it comes to cup games or cup competitions, right, you can be lucky. That's why the league is the bread and butter and is the test of your strength.
Yeah. I never get it when people rate the Champions League over the league. I never get it.
I understand. I know why.
But I understand. It's just a glorified competition. So I get it. You understand? Yeah. I get it. But if you really want to see how good your team is, that is why you have 38 games. Go to different grounds. Let them come to your ground and prove. And that is why when people call us butlers, I say, okay, we couldn't prove that we are a good team to actually win the league. Exactly. You understand? But imagine if Chelsea won the Champions League 2 seasons. Exactly.
When they're dysfunctional.
Exactly. You understand? So it is hard. Sometimes when it's coming from Arsenal supporters, they feel like you are bitter. Your team has not been able to win the Champions League. So you are talking like that. But But when you look at it like a real football fan,
Objectively.
thank you. Then you realize it's a competition game. It's a competition game. Look at the Inter. Mourinho won the Champions League with, and look at the way they played.
Very defensive.
Defensive, took their chances, ride their luck, and they won it.
Sure.
At the end of the day, they won it. So you cannot knock them by winning it. But what we are just saying is, if Mourinho, that team or those teams were playing a 38 game, I don't think he could have played like that.
And win by
win.
Like that.
That is my point. Yeah.
So that's why I say we're not saying the Champions League is not a good competition to win, because, like you said, some of them think because we've not won it, so we're going to downplay. We're not downplaying it. It's a fantastic competition to win, and I would love Arsenal to win it, but it's not a true measure of strength or capability of your team. It's not a true measure. It's not a true measure. So, Ten Hag for me, good manager. I won't consider him a top manager at this moment. I don't think so. I've not seen anything tactical or a playing pattern from him yet. Maybe he can change it this coming season, but yet he's a very pragmatic manager that adapts to the opponent, and he loves to play predominantly counter-attacking football.
Okay, so before we jump, you have just 1 minute. What position or how do you think they will challenge? That's all.
Now, to be honest, I don't think Manchester United will challenge. Now, at this moment, we are recording this video on the 7th of July, American time, 9:49. So people don't take it out of context. On the 7th of July, I don't think they have the team to challenge yet. Now, if transfer window is still open, they could still buy more players. At this moment, let's go through their defense. Varane can barely play 30 games. He's injury prone. Very injury prone. He's getting older. He's crooked. Martinez, very good defender. We don't know how his second season will be.
And he just came back from injury.
Dalot, very average. Luke Shaw, hot and cold every time. The young deputy left back, forgotten his name.
No goalkeeper.
They're going to buy the Inter goalkeeper. But if you look at the DM, aside from Casemiro, who do they have there? Eriksen can barely play.
Mount
is going to be playing 8-stroke wing. So they don't aside from their first 12 players, they don't have a bench yet. They don't have depth. They don't have a striker. They don't have a prolific striker because Martial can barely score goals, can barely stay fit. So how am I going to tell you constructively?
They can go back and sign Weghorst.
Are you trolling?
I'm not. But they got him on. No, they got him on loan. Last season, your buying back is there.
I want the objective. Weghorst is not Manchester United level. Let's be real.
Weghorst.
He's not Manchester United level.
He came and he was working for them. He was trying to disrupt the team, run around. You're
trolling. Now you're trolling. He's not good enough for Manchester United. So at this moment, I don't think Manchester United can compete. And they'll be lucky to even get top 4 if they do not improve their team drastically. That's my opinion.
By the end of the window. Yeah.
We'll make another assessment at that time. But of 7th of July, this team cannot compete. Cannot.
All right. I don't have much to say.
Why?
Because, like you said, we will know more by the end of the window. My question is, I want to see 2 things from them. Yeah.
Okay.
The caliber of players or the type of players they will sign, and then the playing style. Because last season he realized he realized if he tried to play the Ajax way,
remember Brighton.
Yes. So he quickly changed, and then so that is what I want to see, and then I can judge. You know,
Okay, let me ask you a straight question. How many players do you think Man you need objectively to
a
then
lot,
compete or to even
a
be
lot,
top four?
a lot. I was telling you,
Put
Arsenal.
a,
I was
put
telling
a
you,
number on
Arsenal
it.
needed 5.
Yeah, put a number on it.
Yeah, I was telling you, Arsenal needed 5. I
Yeah.
think they need about 7 or 8.
Okay. 8? That's a
With,
lot.
yeah, but take a look at okay, maybe center back, but this is where I come back to you. Somebody like Varane, he cannot play 30 games,
Sure.
so they need a replacement or a stand-in because they are not. Maguire is not somebody they trust. Okay, they can keep Lindelof, yeah,
Can you respond to this?
yeah.
Ekota.
It is just helping the spine of the team. So they will be a bit of an upgrade, a bit. You understand? But it will still not change the fact that when Rashford is out, they can bring Garnacho. Yeah, they are looking to sell Sancho. But if the Bambi on ice or the
Anthony.
Anthony start to Teletubbies. You know Teletubbies. You've seen Teletubbies, the cartoons. They jump,
Yeah.
twing. Like Anthony, if he's out, who plays it in his position?
Yeah.
You know, like you said, the midfield. Okay, this guy Amrabat would help.
Yeah.
Mount would help. It is not
Onana.
upgrade. Onana as a keeper.
Yeah.
I think they need a right back. So we'll see. We'll see. I just want to see how they play. That's for me. That is the most important. You know, that is the most important. And if these players in there can adapt to that freestyle, we all know
Yeah.
Ten Hag used.
Yeah, he's a freestyle manager.
Yes, that is what I am waiting to see. If he can take the next step and do it.
Now, if I look at this question that Efosa asked, shout out to Efosa, what if I had Amrabat, Onana, and Holland? Now, we don't know how Holland will adapt to the English Premiership. And he's still young and raw. Even Amrabat, see, looking great in Fiorentina in Italy, he's not the same thing.
It's
Because
different.
remember Veron. Veron came from Lazio
Yeah,
when he was at his best to Manchester United. You saw he flopped. So, these players look great on paper. But on grass, we don't know. And if I'm going to be objective, if I take away my tribalism, Amrabat for Casemiro, I don't know.
but you see, it would depend because, like I said, if we can hold on to Partey in certain games, we can choose to play Partey and Rice. Yeah, so I think with them in certain games they can choose to play
Amrabat and Casemiro.
good, just not to concede. So I just want to see. For me, I just want to see the play style and the kind of players they are going to get into the club. That is all.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So before Ian Wright broke the 1997, who was Arsenal all-time leading goal scorer? Do you remember?
Yes, I know. I know for sure. I am the one who I know for sure.
So can you tell
I know
us?
for sure. Do you know?
I'm trying to rack my head real quick because I wasn't
Okay.
expecting this, even though this flag
You
came
have,
from.
you have
from my
5
side.
seconds.
Let me think. Rocastle.
No, I'll give you 2 more chances.
Before Ian Wright.
You have to know
Struggling
your
right here.
history.
Yeah, I should, right? I should. I apologize. I'm having the brain freeze. There's only Rocastle that comes to my mind.
You are too focused on Balogun. So
Why would I focus on Balogun that can't score for Arsenal? Why would I be focused on Balogun?
Balogun cannot score for Arsenal, yeah?
They can't. They can't. So maybe you should
Yeah,
take out of my misery by telling me.
let's add the chat should tell us. If
Anybody in the chat?
give some
Anybody in
few
the chat?
seconds.
Can you answer the question, please?
Yeah,
If
we give
you
them
know the
some 30
answer,
seconds. If they can tell us, then
they can actually check their phone real quick.
yeah, you can check your phone real quick. It's part of the game. It's okay. We are all learning here. If not, then I'll tell you.
Okay, let's give them a few more minutes, like one
Yeah.
more minute. If they cannot tell us, so you tell me.
Yeah.
Maybe Efosa should to answer this. Efosa Edun.
Yeah.
You should to tell us.
Okay. The
I
answer
don't
is
think the chat knows. Okay.
Cliff.
What's the answer?
You know, there was an Arsenal player called Cliff Basting.
I don't remember him.
You don't remember Cliff Basting?
No.
Old time player.
Ah.
Yeah, Cliff Basting.
How many trophies did he win?
How many trophies?
With his goals, he should have won trophies with the goals.
No, you remember those times. Loyalty was the key to most clubs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loyalty always the key. So yes, he won a couple of trophies.
Can you mention them?
Let me tell you. Let me give you a bit of history for his career. At the age of 16, despite only playing 17 games and scoring 6 goals in Exeter, he was spotted by Arsenal. Do you know how one of our greatest managers before George Graham?
No, George. Wait, before you say George Graham, I was gonna call George Graham. I'm like, no.
Yeah, before George Graham.
No. Maybe you should educate me right now.
I'll give you a hint. The surname ends with Chapman.
Oh, I know the shit. I know you're talking about, but I don't know the
Herbert
first
Chapman.
name. Yeah, I know you're Herbert Chapman. Yeah, I've heard of the name. Even Fosa actually mentioned it.
Yeah, so he was spotted playing against Watford, and the then manager Chapman spotted him.
Yeah,
and we did that thing because we've always been a big club. Yeah, quick. He made his debut against Everton, and immediately a first team regular, making 21 appearances that season. I'm talking about 1937.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yes, that's a long time ago.
So how many goals did he score with how many appearances?
He scored. Okay, so let me hold on. Appearances. He scored 150 goals.
Okay.
Appearances. Actually, all his professional career. Okay, let me stick with Arsenal. From 1929 to 1947, he played 350 games and scored 150.
So approximately in every 2 games he scored a goal. That's not bad.
Yeah. Baston won twice the FA Cup in 1930 and 1936. And the first division, 5 titles. So this is your answer.
Yeah, that's not bad for his career.
31, 32, 33, 34, and 37.
Wow.
By the age of 19, he had won a league title, FA Cup, and have been capped for England, making him the youngest player ever to achieve all 3. He played in a 2-1 victory over Sheffield Wednesday.
That's some good history. Yeah.
So that is our history corner, knowing the
for today.
Yes, for today.
That'll be a regular fixture very soon.
Yeah.
Going back memory lane.
Yeah.
So we should do a stream tomorrow morning, which will be your night, right? So hopefully they'll have announced Timber. Hopefully because we know Rice and
Yeah.
Timber actually passed their medical, but Arsenal like to
Yeah.
drag these things, unfortunately. So hopefully they have actually announced those players. So guys, if you're watching the playback, support us by liking the video, extremely important. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So join us in the next few hours. We'll be back here.
In about
The
12 hours
latest-
time, yeah.
Yeah, with the latest on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Any latest news, we'll be here to discuss it, analyze it.
Saturday vibes.
I like that. Arsenal Saturday vibe.
vibes. Yeah.
That's not Saturday vibes.
Yeah.
So, guys, stick a like on the video, like the content, subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed, turn on your official bell. So, the last one will be coming from my resident analyst, the Ghanaian Ogbuefi.
Yes. Manche. You say the Ghanaian Manche. Manche is like it means like a king. Manche.
Okay.
Or the knee of the knees. You know. For the love of Arsenal, I always repeat. We thank you guys for being with us.
Exactly, we appreciate it.
We really appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. My channel is Arsenal Unfiltered.
Exactly, so, you can see it right there.
Yes.
So make sure you guys you support.
The channel is not ready yet. By tomorrow morning, it should be
ready.
No, later in like the next program, it should be ready.
Oh, it should be ready. Okay, that's
ready.
Good.
Yeah. So
guys, make sure you subscribe to us.
Subscribe. Yeah.
With especially the like button. It does not take anything for you guys to like the video.
Just
that thumbs up. Just go there and like the video. I will see you guys in the next few hours. Good night from this side.
Sees the goalkeeper.